question in my mind as we went through it, that passion that Jim Leyland has had throughout his career is back within him to manage. And with that, the decision to me, name one of the top managers in the game of baseball in recent time, to bring him back to this organization is a day that is a big day for our franchise.
I have to talk today about moving forward and how thrilled I am that Mr. Ilitch and Dave Dombrowski are giving me the opportunity to run this ball club. I don't really have any secret formulas. I've talked with Dave. One of my philosophies has always been it's more important to work smart than it is necessarily work hard. I think you have to have the combination to do that. I know very little about your ball club, and I say your ball club, and now part of my ball club. I don't really know a lot about it, to be honest with you. I don't really know a lot about the American League, but I assume that I will pick up on that rather quickly.
Not only did I say that we would win close to 90 games, I'm picking the Tigers to win the division.
Wow.
I am picking them to win the division. This time last year, no one picked Chicago White Sox to win. I'm picking the Tigers. If they stay healthy, get some pitching, they're going to win this division. The White Sox will not.
Let's hope he's right.
Chris Sheldon, the batter right now, and he pounds one to left field. That could be a problem. It is going to be a home run for Sheldon, who hit 4 against the Royals a year ago, and the Tigers are on the board 1-0.
Well, a ball hit like that, and you're hoping it's going to be able to hook, headed into the wind. If you can get it started hooking, it might just hook foul. But ball never really hit high enough. Got there so quickly, never really had much of a chance. And a problem for Ellerton today. He's 2 for 2 with a home run, and a bid for an extra base hit right here. Has found a home run. Home run just inside the foul pole in right. So Sheldon, a perfect 3 for 3 day, including 2 round trippers. That ball landed in the front row just inside the foul pole.
What a game for Sheldon. How well placed was that ball?
And that's the only place in the ballpark that the wind will actually help the ball.
It was off to Texas, where another rookie, 23-year-old Justin Verlander, would take his turn. He went 7 scoreless innings for his first big league win, giving each starter a win in their opener for the first time in franchise history, en route to the team's first 5-0 start since 1993. But that start was followed by 6 losses in the next 8 games, including a 10-2 loss to Cleveland on April 17th, a game in which Chris Shelton became the fastest man in AL history to hit 9 home runs. But afterward, Jim Leyland was the Tiger who roared.
We stunk, period. Stunk, and it's not good enough. It's been going on here before, and it's not going to happen here. It's not going to go on here. We had a chance to come out and take a series, and I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm talking about in team. Myself, the coaches, and everybody else included. It's my responsibility to have the team ready to play today. They weren't ready to play. They were ready to get on the plane and go to Oakland. If we won, it was okay, and if we lost, it was okay, and that's not good enough. Are there any other questions? If not, I'm done.
Marvel's 1-0. Swung on and belted deep in the air to right field. Jones will turn and watch it go.
Woo, starting to get fun around here, Mario. With this kind of atmosphere in this ballpark, with all the Tigers fans, this team playing as well as it's playing, it's starting to get awfully fun to watch these guys play.
Here's the 0-2. High fly ball, deep left field. Luna is back to the wall. It's tied. Three and one on Placido Polanco. Slice to the gap in right center. That ball is down. It's going to go to the wall. Here comes Granderson. He's rounding third. He will score, and the Tigers win. And the magic continues at Comerica.
Starter
I would have told you 365 days ago that Kenny Rogers would be taking the mound tonight as a starter and not being booed in the All-Star game, you might have thought I was crazy. Remember, he had the run-in with the cameraman.
And a good pitch by Rogers, tricked him on a pitch down and away, took something off, and the inning is over.
Tigers 9 and the Royals 9 as we go to the bottom of the ninth. That's high. It's in the air toward left. And it is gone! It's over the wall for a game-winning walk-off home run! Big League 2 strikes again!
This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Listen, they're up 4.5 games on the White Sox. They got the first of 3 here at Comerica. This is a very big series. The media's all over it. The fans are excited.
2-2 pitch. Swung on and belted. Deep in the air to left. Hosetnik is back. Grand slam!
He hung one too many.
Erupted.
Monroe got that lean going around the bases too. Go ahead on, baby boy. Gotta love it.
Got ourselves a 1-1 tie here at Comerica Park. Pudge Rodriguez with a clutch RBI single to tie the game at 1 as we go to the top of the 7th here in Detroit. And a guy I think all of us were hoping a chance to get to see in person here in one of these 2 games. Joel Zumaya, the right-hander, the rookie, throws sometimes 100 or 101 miles per hour at the outset of this season. Wow. Getting the job done, liking what he sees from his D. Shelton, the battery's 0 for 2. Pretty good lead over at first by Monroe. And a swing and a fly ball, well hit left center. It's going to get down. Monroe around third, coming home. An RBI double by Shelton, and the Tigers lead. Into right field. Ordonez back, and the Tigers take 2 out of 3. Todd Jones gets the save.
Here comes the crowd again. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a high fly ball. Deep into left field. Michaels is back to the wall. Gone! Grant did it again! He did it again! One more out to go for Carmona, and it's going to be a tough task here with Pudge Rodriguez standing in. Tigers down to their final out. And now again the crowd to its feet. 45,000 strong tonight. High fly ball. Deep in the left. Did he do it? It's gone! It's a walk-off home run for Pudge. And the magic continues. Now the Tigers down to their final strike. Here comes the crowd. Outside, ball 4. Granderson draws a walk. 1 for 4 with a double in the 8th inning. He did not score. Swinging a drive in the air toward left field. And on the move is Cabrera. Going back. It's gone. A home run. He did it again. Craig Monroe with a 3-run shot in the 9th inning. And the Tigers lead. Woo-wee! Is that a big home run or what?
54,000 people are quiet.
Grounds crew looks like they're at the ready. Umpires are soaking wet. The 3-2 is hit in the air toward left field. Deep! Way back! It's gone!
Tigers are one strike away. The bench is ready to come pouring out onto the field if the Tigers can get this final out here. And again, the 0-2. He checked his swing. Did he go? Yes, strike three. And for the first time since 1987, the Detroit Tigers are back on the baseball map. They are in the playoffs.
It's a little gift from your catcher. Yeah, this is this is unbelievable. I don't think anybody could have expected this soon. Especially coming off 0-3, when playing with some of these guys and what they talked through, what they went through. This is just unbelievable. This is awesome, man.
This is really a thrill for me. This is a special day for me. I never thought I was going to ever have the opportunity to manage the Tigers.
Hello again, everyone. The playoff-bound Detroit Tigers are back home,
where they would try to win their first division title in 19 years.
To win the division, outright at the end of the season, that would have been great, but you know what, we got beat.
And the Minnesota Twins will win the Central Division as the Royals come into Detroit and sweep the Tigers. And so the Tigers will enter the playoffs as the wild card, and they will take on the New York Yankees in the first round of the playoffs.
Well, it's already done. It's finished. Get on your plane, go to New York, and get busy.
The feel-good story of the year, the Detroit Tigers stumbled down the stretch. They lost their last 5 games. They are the wild card.
And we know who the Yankees are. We have the utmost respect for them. We got a good team, and we're trying to battle them. We're trying to make this real interesting. We know we're an underdog.
Jim Leland was saying before the game, we're going to be aggressive. Everybody feels that we've backed into this. We didn't back into anything, and I'm really proud of my team. We won 95 games.
But despite that impressive total, few expected the Tigers to get past one of the most imposing lineups ever assembled.
And that one's gone. Derek Jeter with a home run. He's 5 for 5.
And the Yankees take an 8-4 lead.
9th inning, 1 on, 1 out, and a 1-1 pitch.
Ground ball to second could end the game. Cano to Jeter, 1 on the first. Double play. There it is. And game 1 here in the Bronx goes to the Yankees.
But following a disputed rainout of Game 2, the team quietly began to purr behind their rookie pitcher.
Verlander actually was clocked at 100 or more 19 times this year.
My game plan was not to be scared. Go out there, be aggressive, challenge them, and kind of put their backs against the wall.
Now that is nasty. Bases loaded. The curveball, strike 3 call. A 3-run Damon Dinger, and the Yankees take a 3-1 lead. Curveball struck him out. Carlos Guillen into the home run porch at Yankee Stadium, and we start over again. It is 3-3 in the last 2 innings. Good job. That's left center field. That's into the gap. Marcus Timms will score the go-ahead run. Granderson's going to try for 3. The relay by Jeter not nearly in time. A triple for Curtis Granderson, and the Tigers have gone back ahead 4-3.
And again, you have to give these Tigers a lot of credit because they were down 3-1. Now they're up 4-3.
And I knew they weren't going to let him pitch to Jeter. They're bringing Zamaya in.
Joel Zamaya comes on for the Tigers.
What a job he did, this young, hard-throwing right-hander. 187 batting average against. 83 in the 3rd innings regular season. Only 56 hits. 42 walks, 97 strikeouts, and 6 home runs. And you better believe he is fired up.
The glove just above the belt. 3-2 pitch. Strike! No, yes, on the outside corner, Derek Jeter. Foul tipped it apparently to the glove of Pudge Rodriguez. Had to wait for a moment. Laz Diaz then went up and showed that he had tipped the ball. It was in the glove of Pudge Rodriguez. It's a strikeout of Derek Jeter for out number 2. Zamaya used to work from a full windup. A couple of months into the season, he went from the stretch. Feels like it gives him a little better command. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Nothing but hard stuff, and he blows away Jason Giambi for his 2nd strikeout. Now A-Rod waiting on the 1-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. What What a performance by Zamaya. He faces 5 batters and strikes out 3, including Giambi and Alex Rodriguez to end the 8th.
And a high pop-up. Shallow center. Polanco. And now Granderson in. He calls him off. The Tigers have won it. The team that was already being sent home, and Jim Leland said, you know, they're depicting us as if we brought the junior varsity here. Well, this is a good ball club, and the Tigers proved it here today.
To do what we did today with those kids and the way we played the game, I hope that everybody realizes that we are a playoff team, because I'm not sure everybody believed that.
With the series now back in Detroit, confidence was running high.
Go Tigers!
The division series was tied at 1 game apiece, and now the Tigers had their fans. But it was the Yankees who seemed destined to win. For Detroit's starting pitcher was Kenny Rogers, who hadn't beaten New York in 13 years. What's more, the former Yankee had pitched in 9 postseason games and was 0-3 with an ERA of almost 9. It didn't look good for Detroit.
He's not running. Strike 3!
Strike called. He stood there like the house by the side of the road and watched it go by.
3-2. And he struck him out and ball in the dirt. He struck him out. Or he'd still have him shut out. Struck him out.
Sean Casey knocked Johnson out of the game in the 6th and gave Rogers even more than he would need.
All the way to the wall. Punch scores. Casey to second. 5-0 Tigers. Had him sit and put Zumaya up. Kernball, strike 3. Number 8, fellow number 8. That ball hit by Granderson way back there. Adios! High into the bleachers.
Curtis Granderson, what a postseason! 6-0 Tigers in the 7th.
The fans are chanting, Kenny, Kenny. The crowd rises to its feet. They struck him out. Strike 3 call. What a way to finish it.
Rocks into his motion. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Tigers win.
The Tigers have a 2-1 lead over the Yankees.
I was leaving it all out there, and effort-wise, I couldn't put more effort into the game than I did tonight. I was emotional out there, and I wanted this game as much as any game I've ever won in my life.
1. That's how many wins stood between the Tigers and the championship series. In Game 3, it was Granderson who homered. In Game 4, Detroit's other 2 starting outfielders went deep, both in the 2nd inning.
Way back and gone! Maglio Ordonez to the deepest part of the ballpark, and the Tigers take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 2nd. Now the 1-1 to Monroe. Fly ball, left field. It's deep to left field. Cabrera at the wall, looking up. It's gone! 2-run shot for Craig Monroe. Tigers lead it 3-0 here in the 2nd.
It was an off-speed pitch, and he reached out in the outer half of the plate and absolutely smoked it. What power off the bat of Craig Monroe.
They're going crazy here at Comerica Park.
And as good as the Detroit offense was, pitcher Jeremy Bonderman was better, especially through 5. 15 up, 15 down. 4 by strikeout. Bonderman left Game 4 of the ALDS with 1 out in the 9th after giving up just 2 runs. Moments later, the Tigers officially did what few thought was possible, sending the vaunted New York Yankees packing.
Polanco to Casey. Tigers have eliminated the Yankees.
Listen to him roar. Tigers in 4.
to being the scrappy underdog, apparently. The Detroit Tigers. What a series. What a performance. And this city, which has just been aching for a baseball winner for so long, they've got it.
And a 95-win team that in the eyes of many was a complete underdog to a 97-win team. In the words of Jim Leland, some thought it was the freshman playing the varsity.
The whole team has come out now. They celebrated inside. A lot of them are coming back outside now. They want to share it with this city. Take a look at this.
A tribute to our fans, baby. This is great. They're going all over the place, down the left field line, over toward the visiting dugout, down the right field line.
This is remarkable. That's a guy who's been criticized for not being personable and not winning big ball games. How's he looking now?
You want to spend the night in jail, Kenny?
The Tigers have defeated the New York Yankees in the best of 5, 3 games to 1. Detroit against Oakland is your LCS in the American League.
They are revved up on a beautiful baseball night in Oakland, California. The sellout crowd at McAfee Coliseum for Game 1 of this American League Championship Series. Not many when this season began figured either one of these teams would be here. Therefore, Cinderella has officially arrived in the ALCS.
Fly ball down the left field line. It is hooking, it is deep, and it is gone!
And the Tigers draw first blood in the ALCS. They lead Oakland 1-0.
Fly ball deep center field, going back is Kotze, and he will watch it go out of here. But Rodriguez touch the ball over the 388 mark. Tigers lead 3-0.
There's a base hit up the middle. That base hit brings Brandon Inge home from third, and they lead 5-0. Nate Robinson trying to get himself off the hook. 2 down. Here's the pitch.
Called strike 3. He struck out the side after a walk and a double.
Ordonez reaches up, one-hands it, and the ball game is over. The Detroit Tigers beat the Athletics 5-1.
Now the A's had to face Verlander in Game 2.
You could be down 3-0 before you figure it out. Strike 3, Thomas gone, 2 away in the inning. But there are a lot of good baseball players that come out of the Midwestern part of the country. There's strike 3 called to Swisher. Here's a 1-2. What a breaking ball by Verlander. Swing and a miss by Thomason. That golden right arm. And that's a golden breaking ball, and gone is Chavez. He didn't tune it up, and that's 98 right by it.
Line drive back to the middle for a base hit. That will score Polanco. They will hold Maglio at third. Tigers trail now 3-2.
That ball hammered by Gomez in a deep right center field, and the magic touch indeed continues for Jim Leland.
Well, I just thought that, it might be a decent matchup. He's got big-time power.
And it is 7-3 Tigers here in the 6th inning.
And he came through pretty big.
Gomez in a lineup that's knocked in 4 runs tonight.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side. Tremendous job by Fernando Rodney.
We took a look at their bullpen. They got power arms out there. Once you fall behind against their club with their arms, it makes it tough.
Frank Thomas is the winning run with the sacks juiced here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
We're obviously very nervous about Frank Thomas at all times. There's a dramatic grand slam that goes through your mind when you're sitting there.
High fly ball, Granderson charging hard, and the Tigers nail it down. And they've come to Oakland in this league championship series and won the first 2 games on enemy turf.
It's exciting for us to be able to come here and get a couple games, but the work is not done.
We won 2 games. The reality of it is that we play on Friday night in Detroit, and it'll be a whole new chapter because the playoffs are a whole new chapter each and every game.
Here we go on a gray, cold day in Detroit.
41-year-old left-hander Kenny Rogers. Placido Polanco has been a monster during this entire postseason.
Here's a line drive into right center. That's going to drop for a base hit. 3 batters in, and the Tigers have a 1-0 lead. Swing and a miss.
Rogers has retired 8 in a row.
Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes.
What a sensational outing again tonight. And Todd Jones trying to nail it down in the bottom of the ninth.
Santiago Fields from behind second throws to first, and the Tigers have a 3-0 lead over the Oakland A's.
Detroit was on a roll. 6 straight wins. 1 more to reach the World Series.
And Oakland has a 3-0 lead.
We begin the bottom of the 6th. A bullet into left field. We're tied.
A's 3 and the Tigers 3 in the bottom of the 9th in Detroit. Monroe, line drive, base hit, center field. Here's Polanco. His swing, a drive into right center field. That's going to be in there, base hit.
Back-to-back singles with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th.
Here's the cleanup hitter, Maglio Ordonez, to try and knock in the winning run.
Swinging a fly ball, left field, it's deep, it's way back! The Tigers are going to the World Series! 3-run walk-off home run!
They celebrated 22 years ago today as World Series champions. And October the 14th, 2006, the Detroit Tigers are American League champions.
How more dramatic can you get? We've seen it all year. Why not finish it that way? And they did.
What a sight at home plate!
I'd like to present the American League Championship Trophy to Jim Leyland and Mike Ilitch.
Placido Polanco, the MVP. It's a clear, cool night in downtown Detroit. The World Series has returned. No excuses for manager Jim Leyland, but clearly the week off affected the Tigers, and we're looking for a very different performance in Game 2 tonight.
The Tigers are looking at the next 3 games being played in St. Louis, and so they really must win tonight, or this World Series could be over very quickly.
Here's a fly ball left field, way back, off the bat of Monroe, gone! Tigers take a 1-0 lead in the first.
Weaver ready from the stretch. He throws. Curveball, line drive, base hit to right field. Guillen comes in to score, and Sean Casey delivers in the clutch. The 2-out base hit, 3-0 Detroit.
2 down, runners at the corners.
The pitch to Jimmy Edmonds, the tying run. The runner goes, swinging a little fly ball down the left field line, and it's fair. It's trouble. It is fair. In to score is Rowland, and the tying run in scoring position.
A base hit to the outfield could tie the game. Here's the pitch. High and tight, and it hits Preston Wilson.
Bases loaded, 2 out.
The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to short. This should do it. Santiago underhand flip for the force at second. And the Tigers have tied the series in a game apiece.
He throws to first. He throws it wildly.
Tigers' best defense has not been on display in the first 3 games of the World Series.
And it's 4-0 Cardinals here in the 7th.
Every run so critical with the way Chris Carpenter is going, and the Tigers just gave the Cardinals 2 runs.
Fly ball to center field. Granderson's on the run. He falls down. He falls down, and the ball goes over his head. Eckstein is safe at second. There's a break for the Cardinals.
This field took a lot of rain last night and today, and it plays tricks on Curtis Granderson.
Here is Taguchi showing bunt, and he pushes it up the first base side. That's going to work. Off the mound again, it is Rodney. He picks up the wet baseball and throws it down the right field line. Here comes Eckstein, and the game is tied up.
That is
fourth error by Detroit Tigers pitchers. Most by a pitching staff on one team in a World Series.
This is absolutely crazy. He squares around, bunts it back toward the mound. Verlander off the mound to get it, turns, throws over to third. He throws wildly. Another Tigers pitching error. Coming around third to score the tying run is Molina. Can you believe that?
Not a hard play, but you could almost see the wheels in his head turning as he threw to third base.
In. Swing and a miss. The Cardinals are world champions for 2006.
For the first time since 1982, St. Louis has a World Series winner.
Brandon and Audrey will unveil the 2006 American League Championship banner. Ladies and gentlemen, we salute the 2006 American League champions, your Detroit Tigers! And now for your 2007 Detroit Tigers. First, Detroit's manager in his second season as the Tiger skipper, number 10, Jim Leland. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 3, Gary Sheffield.
Well, for the fourth straight season, the Tigers have added another big name to their lineup. This here is Gary Sheffield. It's a glorious day for baseball, and it's a perfect day to break open another year of Tigers baseball. Welcome to opening day, and welcome to Comerica Park.
Away, Tigers strand the winning run on base. Bottom 12, holler! Placido Polanco to left field over Creedy's head. Tigers win in extra innings at home for the first time since June 24th of last year. To the plate, came into the game, hitting 122 on a 3-1 pitch. Booyah! Walk-off, game-winning, everybody take yourself home. In his fourth homer of the year, he had 3 hits after coming into the game, hitting 122. Tigers going to win it 4-3 and avoid the sweep.
Welcome to Fenway Park for Game 2 of the 4-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Red Sox. And Justin Verlander, who gets the start tonight, one of those draft picks, their first-round pick, second pick overall in 2004. A great year last year, the Rookie of the Year, the most wins by a rookie Tiger pitcher since Mark Fidrich won 19 games in 1976, the fourth Tiger to win the Rookie of the Year and the first since 1978 when Lou Whitaker took away the award.
Range at .213, 5 homers and 13 runs batted. To right field, J.D. Drew headed back onto the track at the wall. He leaps and can't catch it. Went hard into the wall. And a home run for Brandon Inge. It has tied the game at 1. And a .367 career average against the Red Sox. Mark Kotze at .377 is highest. And Ordonez is second as he hits one high and deep to left towards the monster seats and over them. A 3-run home run for Maglio Ordonez, the second home run of the inning allowed by Wakefield. And just like that, it's 4-1 Tigers.
Well, we showed you the key matchup for the Tigers against Wakefield, and it was Maglio Ordonez.
And Verlander at 65 pitches. We had 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Crisp strikes out. Third strikeout for Verlander. We played 4 innings. It's 4-1 Tigers. In the left field, a base hit. Rodriguez going to try and score. Here's the throw from Manny to the plate. Rodriguez is safe. And a 6-1 Tigers lead. Well, they got him in the 4th. Can't get him this time. 7-1, the Tigers on top as Alex Cora leads it off here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Justin Verlander is back on the mound, and with 7+ for him, 109 pitches. The 1-1 to Mirabelli. Broken bat pop-up right side. Sean Casey camped underneath as the Tigers are able to take Game 2 of this 4-game series. Brandon Inge
tied the game 1-1, and a 3-run shot for Maglio Ordonez. And the Tigers would add 3 more for Jim Leland in the 8th. They go on to win it 7-2.
Report on Mr. Verlander. Well, he works very fast, which his defenders really love. They can stay on their toes defensively, and he hasn't lost in interleague. He's 4-0 in 4 starts, and he was very good his last time out.
Here's the 2-2, and he got him looking. Strike 3 in the outside corner.
Graffinino now wearing a Milwaukee uniform.
Swing and a miss, and a very unhealthy-looking swing. In the air to center, it's sinking. Here comes Granderson to make the play, and they go 1-2-3. That's popped in the air. Out of the infield, Verlander is camping under it, but Casey is going to come over, and he'll haul it in, 1 away.
He'll have a 5.5 game lead in first place.
That's hit hard to third on the backhand hinge. Nice play. Another outstanding campaign. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. And another 1-2-3 inning for his last 9. It's this one on the ground to second base. Polanco gobbles it up. 1 gone. And that's considered a live ball. Swing and a tip right into the glove. Ground ball to first. Look at that play by Casey. A bullet hit right at him. And he said it's coming along slowly. There's a check swing, but he went around. Strike 3. Strike called. He got him looking, and he carved him up for his 6th strikeout. 2-2 breaking ball finished him off. See you later. A lot of these Brewers hitters have been struggling toward the bottom of their lineup, and a swing and a miss. And Verlander now has tied a career high with 8 strikeouts. There's a ground ball hit to the right side. Right there is Sean Casey. He'll flip to Verlander. 2 gone. Ground ball hit slowly towards second. It'll get him out of the inning. Polanco throws him outside. Retired. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball hit slowly towards second. Easy play for Polanco. It's pretty big. Not as big as the mitt that ball girl was using in Texas. Swing and a miss. There he goes for strike 3, and that's 9 strikeouts.
He has got them all working. Power fastball, power changeup.
That's hit to third, routine for Brandon Inge. And 1-2-3, they go again.
He is pitching like he pitched 5 days ago against Texas. He has been absolutely lethal.
Fielder on a tapper back to the mound. There's a line drive to right, and a sliding catch by Ordonez. And a fist pump from Verlander. Swung out and missed. He got him. The 0-1. Bouncing ball right side. Casey backs up, makes the play. He'll flip to Justin. 1 gone. Ground ball hit to short. Perez stumbles, has it, flips to second. 1 relay. Got him. What a play. Oh my goodness, what a play. Swung out and missed.
Oh man.
1 away. The 0-2 pitch. Got him. The 0-2. High fly ball, right field. Ordonez backing up. He is there. No hitter for Justin Verlander. The first Tigers no-hitter since 1984 when Jack Morris no-hit the White Sox. What a scene at Comerica Park.
Welcome to Comerica Park in Detroit, Michigan for the first of 3 between the Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Tonight, the Red Sox play the Tigers, of course, the defending American League champion Detroit Tigers, who this season find themselves a game back of the Cleveland Indians in the American League Central. So far this season, they've done it with offense. It has been impressive for them so far this season. They are first in average, leading the Tigers, and first in the majors in hitting is Maglio Ordonez at .370. They're first in runs. Gary Sheffield leads the team with 73, 1 less than A-Rod for the league lead.
On the mound tonight for the Tigers is Andrew Miller.
Andrew Miller, the #1 draft choice back in June of the 2006 draft. This year spent some time in Lakeland, Erie, and then called to the big leagues, where he has a 3-2 record in 5 starts, a 3.81 ERA.
Two to Manning. Swing and a miss. Ramirez strikes up. First strikeout for Andrew Miller, who's retired the first 4 Red Sox he's faced tonight.
He's not playing shallow, that's for sure. 420 out there. Actually brought the fence in here in left as Bailey, his first major league at bat, sends it out towards Granderson. He will make the catch. Billy Bo's going to try it. Here's the throw from Granderson, and it is in time. He got him. Jim Joyce had to wait to see if Rabello would hold on to the baseball. He did, and Pena's out. What a throw from Granderson.
Oh, great throw from Curtis Granderson.
Last half of the fifth inning back in Detroit, it's 3-1 Tigers, as leading it off is Granderson, sending one to deep right and out of the yard. Curtis Granderson's 12th home run of the year puts the Tigers on top 4-1. Bases loaded, 2 down. The 1-2 pitch to Marcus Thames. To deep left. Pena back. Grand slam. Just like that, it's 8-1 Tigers. Red Sox down to their last strike, trailing by 7 runs here in the ninth. On the ground to third, Inge has got it. The long throw is in time. He got him. And the Tigers take game 1 of this 3-game series against the Red Sox. Boston able to get a run in the ninth on the Mirabelli home run, but Marcus Thames with a big night. 5 RBIs. And a big night for the Tigers as they beat the Red Sox 9-2 on a 15-hit attack.
Papelbon, Sheffield would steal second, and then for a moment it looked like Coco Crisp was going to make this play. Almost appeared to slow down at the very last instant. Sheffield swipes home plate, and the Tigers win in 13. Number 7, Brandon Inge with 1 on and 1 out. That's a liner, and it is gone. 12th of the year for Inge. He is clutch and clutches everything in life, and the Tigers win 10-8. What about the Indians?
That one's hit well to right field. This one might have enough. It does. It just got over the wall. It's a home run from Aguilar.
That is amazing. Really amazing that he could take that pitch where it was located and flip it 335 feet the opposite way. And really the only way that you're able to do this is you're utilizing the lower half of your body.
One more pitch is swung on and hammered. Deep to left. See you later, Miguelito. Second home run of the inning.
.4, 205 pounds, goes home to first in 3.9 seconds.
Inge goes, and the hit and run is executed perfectly. Maben has his first major league hit. Inge to third, runners on the corners with nobody out.
Jim Leyland realizing, and this is his first major league hit, so Derek Jeter throwing the ball to the Detroit dugout. First major league hit on a hit and run. But Dave Dombrowski, the general manager of the Tigers, when other teams want to talk trade.
Maben sends this one to deep center field. Cabrera back, and it's out of here. First career home run for Cameron Maben. He's 2 for 2 with a home run off Roger Clemens.
And that's the reason that people talk about him. He's the first guy mentioned. That's the reason. What a shot!
Fly ball in the air, left field, way back. Matsui back. Game over. Game over.
Just had to get Carlos Gil to hit right-handed, Mario. Who was this?
That's all it took.
We stay tied at 1. We go into the 11th. Timo Perez
How many times you see a great catch and then 5 innings later, the guy comes up and delivers a big base hit. Brandon Inge will score, and the Tigers win 2-1, 74-65. They're still breathing there because they're tied, and they'll let you keep playing. Still in the ninth, Placido Polanco. Now the game is over. Single through the left side. Omar Infante scores. Polanco's 6th career walk-off hit. 2nd this season. 2 runs allowed by Jenks. Amazing. 2nd walk-off win for the Tigers in as many games as they win it 3-2.
There goes Curtis. 1-2 pitch off the plate inside. Throw down to second. Not in time. And that ball goes into center field. Curtis will hold. And Curtis Granderson has just become one of the true rarities in baseball. And this crowd knows it. 20 doubles, 20 triples, 20 homers, 20 stolen bases. There are only 2 other players in the history of Major League Baseball who can say they've done that in one season. Everybody on their feet here at Comerica Park.
He is a special player and a special person, and you know, when you put your name next to Willie Mays, that is awfully strong. That is awfully strong, and the energy he brings every game to this ball club and for the fans of Detroit is phenomenal.
Ordonez, bases loaded, 2 out, and he conks that into the outfield. Granderson's coming. Polanco's coming. Safe at the plate. Tigers come from behind to win it 5-4. The players are gay. Tigers win this game in a heroic comeback.
That ball's hit hard. They're not going to get that one. So Granderson will score on the 54th double of the year for Mags. 138 RBI, and it's 1-0 Detroit. When he said that Mags makes as many positive adjustments to the plate as anybody he's ever seen, that's saying something.
And he does it again. He's going to bounce it through the left side, being waved home. It's Granderson. No play for Pasetnik. 4-1 Detroit.
Well, usually it's a screech, but that wasn't. Here's a shank for a base hit.
About time you gave me credit for my vocal success that I've had. Yes. My Jim Mangio, Barry White. Shin high, down and in, and he goes ahead and slices it out into right field.
It'll bring up the 20-year-old outfielder, Cameron Maben, of Mags. Lead the American League in hitting. Driving 139 to boot.
On December 4th, 2007, a day that will forever live in Marlins infamy, the team not only traded future 2-time MVP winner Miguel Cabrera to the Detroit Tigers, but they also included in the deal perhaps the most iconic player in their franchise's history, young ace Dontrelle Willis. As some of you may know, D-Train was never the same guy once he left Florida, and the Marlins were likely wise to separate themselves when they did. But for Cabrera, he later signed an 8-year deal worth $153 million before the 2008 season kicked off, the then 4th largest contract in MLB history. Now, to give the Marlins the benefit of the doubt, the package they were receiving was touted to be one of the best in MLB history. They were receiving 2 separate top 10 prospects in all of baseball, left-handed pitcher Andrew Miller and outfielder Cameron Maben, which is basically unheard of and would probably never happen in the context of modern MLB. But the plain fact of the matter is that none of these guys really lived up to the hype.
Spring training here in Lakeland, February the 18th. And this morning's main event was the arrival of Miguel Cabrera. And it was like a rock star had just shown up here in Lakeland. And he looks magnificent. For fans who are wondering whether Cabrera might come in a little bit on the chunky side, which was the criticism last year when he was with Florida, they can relax. Because Cabrera looks like he's been working out on the Nautilus all offseason. His diet's clearly changed. He looked as sleek as a man who's 6'4" and 240 pounds, just about all muscle could look. You could see, though, the excitement that followed him into the clubhouse today, even from his teammates, guys who have known about Miguel Cabrera for a long time, people who played with him when he was in Florida, whether it was Pudge or whether it was Dontrelle Willis. When this man walks in, and when you talk about him being a man, you have to be a little generous there because he still has the features of a person who's closer to a teenager, but you notice the aura, you notice the strength, the size, the absolute allure that this man is able to really emanate. And that's why people are so excited about his addition principally to a lineup that was already so strong. Miguel Cabrera is clearly at age 24 on his way to the Hall of Fame.
Opening day is a special occasion. We can all get together and have a big community party.
The first of many for Miguel Cabrera. Boy, it's got to feel good to get that first one out of the way. He hit that ball a ton to left center field, and Cabrera has his first home run of the year.
This is a 3-2 pitch in a 9-9 game of the ninth. Broken bat single, bloops in. Polanco, 7th career walk-off hit. That's his 5th hit of the game. And his bat breaks, and with it, so does the Tigers' 5-game losing streak. Polanco raises his average from 238 to 270, and might be able to tell Jonathan Papelbon that's his first blown save of the season. What a game. The Tigers beat the Red Sox 10-9.
Tigers trying to win it in the bottom of the ninth to sweep the Chicago White Sox. Hall setting up outside. Dotel works from the stretch. 2-1 pitch, swinging a high fly ball to right field. Wow. This one is deep. Going back, looking up is die. Gone! Walk-off home run for Miguel Cabrera. And the Tigers sweep the Chicago White Sox. Around third, he comes into a mob scene at home. His first as a Tiger, and it wins it here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Brilliant pitching today. Cabrera wins it with home run number 9. Our final score at Comerica Park. Tigers 2 and the Chicago White Sox 1.
Bottom 9, that's your game winner. Not from Mags, but from Gary Sheffield. But guess who the winning pitcher was? Todd Jones. It all comes full circle. 8-7, Detroit. They've won 11 of 14.
Here's your ball game. Mike Parisi walking Clete Thomas. Thomas, second run scoring walk of the day. The difference, Tigers win 3-2. 1 out and 2 aboard, Miguel Cabrera. Doubles to the gap. That'll score 2. Cabrera with his 5th career walk-off hit. It's the difference. Tigers come back and win 7-6. It's Detroit's 4th straight victory and 14th in 17 games. And oh my, here we go.
Michael Holloman at the plate. Singleton scored a run in the 3rd inning and then took a called 3rd last inning. There's a high fly ball, center field deep. Going back is Reed. Wow. On the warning track, he's looking up and it's gone, a home run. Michael Holloman with his first career home run to deep right center field. And the Tigers take a 6-2 lead here in the 6th.
Well, we've talked about it a good bit. The job these kids have done from the minor leagues, from the Tiger organization. Just incredible. I mean, it's a long list. Now there's another big pick-me-up, his first career home run. And folks, you got to hit it hard to get it out where he hit it, and that's a Fago home run. 100 delicious years. How about that?
In the air toward left field, on the move, Francisco. It's gone! Cabrera gets it done. It's a walk-off win.
Ooh, that boy ain't nothing nice. Oh, Cabrera. I think I'm going to put him in my Fast 5 too.
What a win tonight for Detroit. Time to party at home plate. Second walk-off home run this year for Cabrera, the 3rd of his career.
Lewis tried to throw a fastball by him in a 1-0 count, and Cabrera was not having none of that. Oh, does he hit the ball so hard.
As we welcome you to St. Petersburg, Florida. Gorgeous day for baseball, at least on the outside. We're inside. Tropicana Field is the site. It is the final game in this 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Tampa Bay Rays.
Well, Galarraga's not afraid to go into other people's ballparks and absolutely dominate them. He has won 7 games on the road, and the opponent's batting average just 198.
First and third, and 1 out. Line into right field, sinking, base hit. This will score a run. Polanco will come in, and the Tigers have strung together 3 consecutive hits, and it's a 1-0 lead.
With the shortstop climbing the ladder.
Polanco hits the first pitch in the air to deep center field. Upton is on the run, not going to get it. It's over his head and up against the wall. Placido hits the bag at second. He will stop there with a leadoff double in the 5th. And here's what we're talking about. Ordonez came in tied with Milton Bradley for 3rd in the AL. Kinsler's still up there.
A-Rod's been on fire for about a month now.
Ground ball, base hit left field. Even through the drawn-in infield, Ordonez, or with it, is able to score the run, and that is RBI number 65, and the Tigers lead 2-0. Put the Angels on top. There's a drive in the air, deep into left. This one has a chance, and it's gone. Gary Sheffield with a 2-out solo homer.
One too many at 95.
Sheffield goes deep for the 9th time. And they are making some noise here late at the Trop. They were quiet all day long. A great outing by Galarraga. Potentially spoiled. Tigers have 3 more outs in the top of their lineup. Curtis Granderson. He is trying to extend his hitting streak, which right now is at 12, but he's 0 for 4. Fly ball, right field. Gross is on the run, still going back to the wall. We're tied. Hello, Granderson extends the hitting streak, and just like that, ties the ball game.
Hello.
Number 12 on the first pitch from Percival. Here is Miguel Cabrera to lead it off. High drive into deep left field, way back. That thing is a monster shot, and it's going to hit one of the catwalks and drop into the playing field, and they're going to call it a home run.
Oh my goodness, what a bomb!
I don't think I've seen a ball hit that high here.
Oh, did he?
He almost hit it through the roof.
Cabrera.
That's unbelievable.
No, golly.
That thing went straight up and almost through the roof.
Oh, God. He killed that thing. Look at Crawford in left. The left fielder. Look at the left fielder.
And then it hit the catwalk and fell straight down.
Mercy.
Tigers scored 1 and then the big 4-run 8th inning. And this crowd at the Metro and well aware of fly ball right field deep off the bat of Cabrera. This is way back and right, and that ball is gone. Miguel Cabrera with an opposite field home run, number 32. And the Tigers are now back to within a run. It's 4-3.
Just shows you how strong this young man is. He actually swung late. He swung late, carried the baggie in right center field. Swung late. That means that he didn't generate as much power he would have if he'd have got the ball out in front. My goodness. Another Fago home run. 101 delicious years.
In the last 5 years, Cabrera's hit 33, 33, 26, 34, and now 32 home runs.
Man.
Ouch. That hurt.
Sheffield glaring out at Carmona. And Carmona's giving it right back to him.
Well, drop the bat. If you wanted to go out there, you'd go out there.
I can understand it didn't feel real good, but at the same time, as you said, he's not intentionally knocking Sheffield.
By no means. You know what? And I don't think Sheffield meant anything by it. Just, drop the bat and move on.
Oh, now he's chirping back to Carmona again. And now he wants a piece of him. Here we go. It is on. Carmona trying to wrestle him to the ground. Now a punch is being fired. Both benches have emptied. It's a melee. All of this instigated completely by Sheffield. Now Matt Joyce is covering up. Holy mackerel. Fausto Carmona is absolutely enraged.
He's got every right to be. Those guys should get off of him. It's not his fault.
Now Victor Martinez is trying to get into the fray, but he's being held back, and he's trying to go after somebody, and this thing's still escalating.
Well, that's because everybody's starting to chirp out there now.
Miguel Cabrera trying to play peacemaker. And Victor saying, get off of me.
That's right, man. It's not his fault. It's Sheffield. There you go.
Motion at Carmona and then made the move towards Fausto. He instigated this incident. And now look at poor Gene Lamont's got to try to keep Sheffield
off
in
the
check.
field.
Here's another look.
Look, so that's that. And he's saying, throw the ball to the plate. That's all he's saying. He's saying, throw the ball to the plate. And then Carmona says, okay.
As Dribble Cabrera, the smallest guy in that fray, immediately came to his pitcher's aid.
And a day game to start this series against the Tigers at Comerica Park. Granderson with speed and power. 7-year-old outfielder. Granderson shoots it down the line. That ball is going to get out of here. Granderson on a 1-2 pitch hits it out. And the Tigers now have a 7-2 lead. Combs at first, 1 out. And strike 3 call. He got a fastball on the corner. And that one clocked on Argon at 99. So the Rays down to their final out and their final strike with the count 1-2. The 2-2. Hinsky swings through the fastball. It's all over. And the Detroit Tigers have beaten the Rays 7-5. For the Rays of the ninth, no runs, a hit, and a man left.
Comerica Park set to host the Tigers and Rays shortly after the top of the hour, but the field being ready now in anticipation of Todd Jones' farewell ceremony. Let's take you downstairs to your master of ceremonies, John Keating.
I would like to take my jersey off one last time, and I would like to present it to Mr. and Miss Illich, because in 1997, he gave me my shot, and I'd like to present it back to him so he can give it to somebody else and give him his shot. Folks, it ain't about the name on the back, it's about the deed.
Will lead it off for the Texas Rangers. First pitch of opening day in Detroit is down low. 1 ball and no strikes.
Well, you got to be careful with Kinsler. He's a guy that's got some pop, hitting in that leadoff spot for Ron Washington.
Galarraga getting the opening start. Probably would have pitched a whole lot sooner in the rotation had it not worked out with Rick Porcello in the starting rotation. They certainly didn't want him pitching on opening day here with all the added pressure. There's a bouncing ball to third, deep behind the bag. Inge throws him out, one gone. Now Cabrera with the bases loaded with Tigers. Swinging it right, deep into left center field, way back. This ball is gone. It's a grand slam on opening day for Miguel Cabrera. This place is up for grabs. Told you he wasn't out of the woods yet. No, he wasn't. And the Tigers indeed have busted this one wide open, 7-0.
The great. Of course, Jackson was just sensational a few days ago in Toronto.
Got him. He tried to hold up, couldn't do it. Another strikeout, make it 8. A career high for Armando Galarraga, who has been one of the stars today here on opening day in the Motor City. And right now, the fans are on their feet here at Comerica Park on opening day. Now Roop will have to deal with Maglio Ordonez, single and a walk to his credit here today. Hits it on the ground and through, base hit. Everett scores. Here comes Granderson rounding third. He'll score. And the rout continues. The Tigers get 2 more runs. 12-1. Slowly to the first baseman, Cabrera. And the Tigers win on opening day. What an impressive display by the offense, by the pitching staff. And a great show for these fans. Jim Leyland has to feel good about his ball club's effort today. And they did so with a 15-2 victory.
Sardina. And Sizemore lifts that one to center. Granderson going back on the track. It is gone! No, it's not. Granderson caught it. Saved a home run as Barfield gets back. Oh, my. Curtis Granderson robbed Grady Sizemore and completely fooled me.
Can you believe that catch? I mean, Verlander is pumped.
Oh, my.
That, folks, is perfect timing and a big league play, and this crowd is in shock. What a play.
Well, Grady Sizemore sent this one to dead center field, and Curtis Granderson goes up and
ball
over.
Game. It's over.
Oh.
No, he snatches it back. The only thing he did wrong is he tried to throw it all the way back to first base. Watch Grady.
He thought it was gone and says,
unbelievable.
I can't believe it.
He can't believe it is right. Boy, frustration. What a great play by Granderson. Look at, he is in shock.
The final score tonight, Detroit 1, Cleveland 0.
And the Twins tonight are facing Dontrell Willis, who had an outstanding start to his career. He was the National League Rookie of the Year in 2003, also a World Series champion with the Florida Marlins, made 2 All-Star teams, was the runner-up for the Cy Young Award in 2005, but since then it's gone downhill in December of 2007. Financially, his life is made with $29 million over 3 years, but last year was a forgetful one, 0-2 with an ERA of 9.38, and he only threw 24 innings the entire season. Bert Blyleven, this is a guy I think we're all pulling for to turn his career around. But mentally, what does it do to you when you have a year like Dontrell Willis had last year?
Well, thank you, Robbie. Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating, and I think that's why he's kind of gone through. I talked to a pitching coach, Rick Knapp, about that. You know, it becomes more of a mental thing.
This is the first time tonight, as you look at the Firestone leaderboard, first time tonight he's hit with men on base.
Yeah, Cabrera came into this ball game hitting third best in the American League.
First pitch, and it's hammered to left, and the Tigers are back in front. He jumped all over Guerrero's first pitch. And the Tigers lead at 8-7.
Cabrera hitting his 8th home run of the year. And here's part of our trivia tonight. 5 straight seasons of 100 RBIs or more. And just dropped the barrel of the bat and watched it fly.
Aras, who were effective. And Ordonez is called out on strikes. And Ordonez and Shriver exchange. Now Schreiber puts his left hand on the back of Ordonez. And that's what's got Jim Leyland upset. And I don't blame him. You don't want players touching you, then you should not be touching players.
You've got to advance 90 feet. You've got to get in the scoring position.
Swinging a drive into left center field and hit well. Way back. This ball is gone. Ryan Rayburn with a pitch hit home run, and the Tigers win. Do you believe it?
No, I don't, but I just saw it.
You said Leland wanted an extra base hit. He got one.
Sometimes the players, boy, they can make the managers look awfully smart. Great move by Leland.
Oh,
what a game.
And a big old hug from the skipper.
Skipper said, I told you.
Talk about pushing the right button.
In a 2-2 pitch.
Ball hit up the middle. It's past Ramirez into center. Here comes Clete Thomas. The throw by Wise is not in time. The Tigers, 1 in the 9th to tie it, 1 in the 10th to win it.
Driven in the air to center field and hit well. Jones on the run, still going. It's gone! A game winner to dead center for Clete Thomas. He hit it out. Wow. Unbelievable. Better than 420 feet. Swinging a drive, hit high, hit deep to left field, way back. This one has a chance, and it's gone! A walk-off home run for Brandon Inn. 23rd home run of the season, and the Tigers win it in walk-off fashion tonight. Line drive, base hit into right field. Clete Thomas wins it for the Tigers. A walk-off victory for Detroit to close the homestand.
Don't hurt him now.
Whatever advice Lloyd McClendon was giving to Clete Thomas that we took a shot of, it worked.
In the air, center field, Sizemore lining it up. Rayburn tagging up. Here comes Ryan. Here comes a throw, and the Tigers win. Bouncing ball hit to the right side. Overbay has it. He'll fire to second and throw it away. It's off the glove. Here comes in, trying to score, and he will. And the Tigers with another walk-off win. Well, tonight, a very special night here at the ballpark. He worked 19 seasons with Paul Carey. Hall of Fame announcer for the Detroit Tigers, Mr. Ernie Harwell.
And I certainly want to thank you from the depth of my heart for your devotion, your support, your loyalty, and your love. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
They entered into a series against the last-place Royals with a strong 7-game lead over the Twins. This was when everything began to fall apart. The Tigers were swept by Kansas City and went on to lose 9 out of 12 games. The Twins, meanwhile, were heating up and at one point in September won 11 out of 12. On September 29th, the two teams met up in a 4-game series. If the Tigers could win 3 out of 4, they would clinch. The series ended up in a 2-2 split. Still, the Tigers held a 2-game lead in the division, with both teams entering the final 3-game series of the season. If the Tigers could win just 1 game out of the 3 and the Twins lose just 1 out of 3, Detroit would clinch. The Twins did what they had to and swept the Royals. Meanwhile, the Tigers lost Game 1 against the White Sox in a game full of ejections and hit by pitches. Their superstar Miguel Cabrera decided it was a good night to go hang out and get drunk with some White Sox players. He got into an altercation with his wife and had to be picked up at the police station by the Tigers GM Dave Dombrowski. Needless to say, he didn't have his best game, going 0 for 4 as the Tigers lost 8-0. They did win their last game of the year, but with the twin sweep of the Royals, the teams ended in a tie, necessitating a 163rd game to determine the division winner.
And the Tigers and Cabrera issue the following statement prior to the game. It goes like this: there was an incident that took place on Friday night into Saturday morning. It's a personal matter, said Cabrera. I'm sorry this has become a distraction. I apologize to the Tigers, my teammates, and all the fans.
And actually, he did address his teammates before this game 163, to personally apologize to them.
The center of the baseball universe is indeed in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where it will take 163 games to determine the American League Central Division champion. The Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins meet in the last regular season game in American League play this afternoon in an AL tiebreaker on TBS. Well, very simply, the Detroit Tigers had a commanding 7-game lead starting play September 7th in this AL Central race, but a furious finish by the Twins, who went 16-4 over their final 20 games, forced this 1-game playoff for the right to meet the New York Yankees. And Ron Darling, the Detroit Tigers, not many folks think they have much of a shot in this ballgame in the Metrodome. It's been a tough place for them and for every other American League club to play. But Jim Leyland has an awful lot of confidence in his 20-year-old starter, Rick Porcello.
Towering fly ball, center field, well hit. Span going back at the wall. It's long gone. The Tigers have scored 3.
And there is dead silence here in the Metrodome. Jimmy Leyland giving Laird the sign. So many options. Throw over, pitch out.
High fly ball, hammered deep left field. Track, wall, and gone! Metrodome magic. Metrodome mania. 4-3 Minnesota the lead.
Well, this, of course, is going to be the biggest inning for Guerrero and the Twins to try to get through the meat of this order. Guerrero starting Ordonez out with a curveball on the first pitch.
High fly ball, that's belted deep toward left. Track, wall, and we are tied. Launches one to left, and the Tigers are still alive. 4-4 your score. Second to Miguel Cabrera on the team. Line drive, one there, throw back to first. Double play. As you said, Ron, these teams dead even after 162, dead even after 9 innings in game 163. Ripped into the left field corner for a hit. Kelly around second, on his way to third. Gene Lamont's going to wave him. Here's Cabrera's relay throw to the plate. It's not in time, and the Tigers take the lead. 0-2. Ground the middle. Base hit, we're tied. Runner around second. On his way to third. 5-5. Line drive, base hit. Caught out there. Runner tags. Here he comes. Throw to the plate. On target. And in time. A double play. Ends the 10th. Rayburn evens the ledger.
And this is exactly what the Tigers want to see, is Brandon Inge up with the bases loaded. Keppel and Inge. And nearly hit him, did it? Oh, he's going to say it grazed his jersey, and Randy Marsh says no. Jim Leland's going to have a chat.
Well, the reason he's trying to ask if he'll get someone to overrule it. Of course, Randy Marsh says no, it's my call. The only reason you'd ever think that maybe Inge was hit in this instance, it's too hard to react so quickly. See the billowed shirt, and it was hit by that ball. The reaction by Inge is so quick that it's hard to fake that.
So the ball grazed the shirt, but he doesn't get the base. Unbelievable. He's very deep in right, and the pitch bounced right side, base hit. Here comes Gomez around third. There'll be no play. The Twins have won the Central.
Twins win 6-5-12. Their one-game lead at the end of the season, because this is a regular season game, is their biggest division lead all year, and Detroit becomes the 5th team in Major League Baseball history to fail to win a division or a league after having a 7-game lead in the month of September. The Tigers ran into a hot Twins squad.